Well, let me get back onto. Are we online?
Yeah, you should be.
Oh wait, we're on. Oh, we didn't even stop streaming. It's actually starting.
No, I just clicked start.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see if we can get.
It was not just OBS crashed.
OBS crashed? Okay, well, let's just not touch the program anymore, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think going into the settings during midstream will. Maybe? Let's see if anybody.
We're back online.
Are we back online, everybody? Can things be happening, seeing? I hope you guys can see what's going on.
Yeah, sorry, it was software just crashed.
Everybody can just put hashtag classic Mike. That'll work. All right.
No, dude, like it's some sort of a memory leak in OBS. It's just the computer like trying to process it in the back.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, there's definitely, we haven't figured out.
The new card is just taking a lot of more resources.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Something's happening. Our hardware is messed up. We're always messing around with the streaming stuff, and hopefully, we did get a new streaming machine.
Right, we're back,
today.
guys. Sorry.
We did get a new streaming machine
OBS
today.
just crashed for no reason. Okay, you're back online. Yeah,
all right.
Not touching anything.
Sweet. Okay. All right. So this is all accessory stuff, guys. For the most part, I'm just building up. All right. Now, cool. All right. I've actually just finished accessory stuff. So the single stopping thing. What's going on?
We're gonna get the music back on.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The music is. Yeah, there it is.
I got it.
Okay. Okay. So all the accessory stuff. I'm actually gonna move this stuff out of the way at a certain point. Maybe you guys can see. I don't know if you can see or not. All right.
Sometimes it's just so weird. It's a free software.
I know. I mean, I think. It has to be all the extra stuff we've added. I mean,
there's
OBS
added on OBS itself. It's just everything
well,
external.
right. But it has to be all the extra stuff we added. I mean, it's got to be.
It was crashing before.
Well, it didn't crash for maybe like 2 or 3 months in a row, and then we added all this extra stuff, and it's crashed like once every other stream, roughly. So I like that. It has to be the reason, right?
Well, we're gonna have a more partners on there, so it should be more.
Okay.
I'm gonna just add the title on screen for you.
Oh yeah, that's always something that was
always forget about it.
Yeah, it's all this new extra stuff. It's a Demolitions site. Hope you guys can see this. I'm not entirely sure.
No, it's a special mode they can see what I'm doing.
No, I mean the build. I have no idea if
they see. Are they seeing it? There you go. Right. And you guys are seeing the correct title right now.
All right, guys. Hope. Oh, you guys can see. Okay. Yeah. It's like you get into the mode of setting up the stream for the same way, like for months and months, and then something changes, and then you just never forget because you had the old habit.
It's back. Sorry, guys. OBS just crashed on us. No reason there.
That's what happens. The life of the live
But
stream.
we are updating the rig today, so it's gonna be more powerful. We should go back to 1080p because right now it's 720.
Dang right. All right.
So it's gonna be pristine crisp. Apart from all the plans I already have.
Yeah, apart from the fact that the program itself just keeps crashing. I have a feeling we're still going to be messing around with a lot of this, probably for the next couple of weeks until it all gets ironed out.
If I figure out like the way.
Well, I say couple of weeks. I say give us a couple more weeks, and then eventually. We've been having. It's been like 2 weeks of constant crashing so far, and we're gonna switch it to a new machine. So it's like, yeah, probably a couple more weeks. Like, realistically, I'd say. I think this is the main cab of the truck, and this is where like the truck's gonna have like a little bit of a joint. It's gonna be able to twist back and forth. Booyah! All right, let's get this thing rocking, rolling, set up. All right. For Sunday's mock episode. Oh, nice. All right, I'll be making sure to check out the emails and stuff. I'm doing, I think, Sunday mocks this week, so we'll see. We shall see those mocks. Actually, I actually just saw. I'm kind of disappointed because there was a custom builder that I featured on. There was a custom builder that I featured, I think, a week or two ago on Sunday mocks, and I don't know if you guys don't know what the Sunday mock episode is. We've got every Sunday there's whatchamacallums, mock building, where we show just sort of like our top 10 like best creations that other people do that we just happen to see throughout the week. And I showcased somebody's mock. It was a micro scale build, and I remember being like, "Oh, this is a really cool build. I really like this." And it was done by this guy, and then I found out later that he was just stealing. Like, somebody else was complaining that he was stealing somebody else's mock creation, and not only stealing the creations and posting them as his own, he was submitting them to Lego Ideas as his own Lego Ideas project, which is super dirty. That's like, no, I read this article this morning. There's a guy that's he just finds other people's custom builds. Yeah, that's the one. It's done by Le Stranger Absurd, which is a builder I really like. Oh, I didn't realize that people were I saw a completely separated article about that build, and I felt really bad because I really like the builder. Like, the builder that he stole from is one of my favorite custom Lego builders, like, in the world. Like, he's awesome, so creative, like, so good. And I know when I saw this build, I was like, this looks really familiar, but like, it's done by this guy called Modeler, whatever, I can't remember his name. And it was Micro Scale Modeler, that's his name. And he stole the design from this guy that I really liked. So I feel bad. I've got to, when I find that episode that I did, I need to change that in the description and just be like, hey, this guy stole it. And he submitted to Lego Ideas, like, his own, like, he claimed that build as his own. It's really a dirty thing. Not cool at all. So I need to correct that on one of the old Sunday mock episodes. Ugh. First it's companies stealing custom builder models, and then it's other people that are just pretending to. I don't know how he thought he was going to get away with that. Like, what was going to happen? People were going to vote for it, and then the other builder has pictures of his mock up on his Flickr for, like, you know, a year or months ahead of time. So it's like, I don't know how he thinks he can just get away with stealing it. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, I don't know what people are thinking sometimes. Because even if it did get voted through, like, he wouldn't actually get the credit for it, right? Right? The new game. You guys want to do the pizza game? Oh, yeah. If you guys want to do the pizza game, I'm down. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Go. Nice. I kind of like the way this thing is detailed out. You have these sort of fins on both sides that face away, and they both want stickers. Of course they want stickers. Hello everybody and welcome. That's what who said? Okay, let's see what we got. Of course they want stickers. Okay, and this is of course going to have the set number on here. See if I can put this on without messing up. Stickers are always, okay. And let's see. Okay, they want the exact same kind of sticker on this side. So this is gonna bear the name of the set number. This is the actual set number. Lego always does this with their city sets. This is set number 60076. So of course, the company number or the truck serial number is going to have the exact same one. So let's get this thing up. Always a fun connection point. Yep, it's got a little tail. Okay, bow. Let's see. Read what I said. Okay, let's get this up. 4 tires, 4 big heavy-duty tires, and then this is, I think, this piece I'm about to put on after the tires is one of the reasons why this set was already put at $90 in the States, which is a lot. Remember, this is 776, so it should be closer to 80. But it's an $80 set with a few specialty pieces that kind of put it over that threshold. So let me get the tires on, and then I'm going to add the main piece in the back here, and this is a specialty piece, a piece that pretty much doesn't really come out very often. Not a lot of sets will ever have this piece right here. And this piece, let's make sure that it gets added at the right stud point. I think this is correct. No, it's not. Move it further back one more. Okay. This should be good. Yeah, that's correct. So, you gotta squish it on, and it's attached here. There it is. Booyah! So I like this. So these fin pieces actually act as wheel wells, which is a really clever little bit of building. So this is the first truck. This is a design that LEGO's been messing around with a few times now with the city sets. I think the street sweeper set or the street sweeper that was in the gas station set had a very similar design. Oh, I just broke that little piece right in half. Let me see if I can't. There we go. There we go. Now I didn't snap it in properly, but nice. Pretty decent. Pretty darn decent. Now, you know what I did is... Oh, I thought I was supposed to build up something, but this has just pieces. You're just supposed to add all these pieces into the back here. And there's also some dynamite. So this came with some spared demolished parts, a sign that says please don't blow stuff up, basically. Oh, I forgot to add this guy's hat. And 3 minifigs. This is a lot of stuff for just the first bag, but the accessories are going to be sort of setting the tone for what the next bag is going to bring. So this is bag number 1, totally done. Let's get this one out and move on to bag numero 2. Okay, bag number 2. All right, let's get this thing going. Manual 2, bag 2. Where is 2? There it is. So I'm going to move all these guys out of the way so you can't really see. Hello, everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Things were relatively laid back for the most part here. Did that little Catwoman set, Catwoman collection video this week. It was kind of fun to make. I messed around with the edit a little bit. Stay hydrated. Okay, let's get this mini bag open. Do all LEGO sets at this time have brick separators nowadays? That was a question from Toa, and the answer is no. Toa, it's not all LEGO sets these days have brick separators. There's basically a part count. Like once you hit mid 400s or 500s, it comes with a brick separator. I think the lowest set part I've had with that came with a brick separator was like 450 parts. But then I think I got a set that had like a little over 500 and it didn't. But roughly the 500 part limit is where LEGO tends to draw the line. If that's if you get a set with any more than 500 pieces, it'll automatically come with a brick separator. And that's just general rule. So no, not all of them still come with it. Any small little things don't come with brick separators. Marvelous. You made your own Lego City. You made your own Lego City? Uh-oh, people are doing some Lego City building. I gotta say, this is gonna be, this set right here, this is what's gonna like sort of make the final, this is gonna be the final build that's gonna really flesh out our construction site. Our construction site is gonna look awesome at the end of this. It's gonna look so good. Okay. And see if I can't just build this completely in my hands with like you guys also just being able to see the build at the same time. I think I can pull this off. I think I can. All right. not entirely sure what I'm building now. Can you get green brick separators? You can get green brick separators. You can buy them now. Either, I don't know if Lego Shop sells because they're old. The green ones are old. They don't have quite as many functions. Actually, wait, I think there was a point when the green separator is like almost the exact same as the orange. But it's definitely the older style. I don't remember when they stopped producing the green. But they do have, they pay homage to the green one. They made for the Palace Cinema set, the Creator Palace Cinema, that big movie theater. There's like a movie poster, and it's called like The Brick Separator, and it's like a horror movie, and they put little eyes on the side of the green separator piece, and it looks like Godzilla. But they don't distribute that piece anymore officially. I don't believe. I think it was like 2010s or something when they were making that piece, but yeah, not anymore. Kind of nice though. I liked. There were other ones too. They had different shaped ones and stuff, and for the most part, they all worked okay. But this orange one now is just shaped a little bit better. And if you know how to work it properly, there's a few extra little functions you can get out of your brick separator piece that the old ones just can't do. The old ones are almost there, but they just can't quite do the same thing. For the most part. Alright. So we're getting this flatbed nice and built. Do you also have blue separators? I don't know if they might have made them. I know about the green ones, the orange ones, and there's a few that I think are green or orange, but also sort of different shaped. I haven't heard of a blue separator. They might. I mean, so I'm not saying they don't exist. I just don't know. I'm not like the ultimate expert on this. Oh yeah. All right. So, if you guys are just tuning in to the stream, this is a $90 set, or it's a £60 set, or it is €80, €70, and it is set at 776 pieces, and it is part of, I think this is part of the most recent set of City Line sets that came out this last big wave. Or no, I think it was the wave before last. It's still pretty recent though, and our local Lego store had a sale on this one, so we got it a little bit under. That's part of the reason was like, oh, we never got around to getting this set. It's gonna make our construction site look super awesome. I think this is gonna be the best one to add to the construction site we have in our city. So I'm pretty happy that we managed to pick it up, and we managed to pick it up sort of just good timing, just a discount. We sort of just waited on it. And this one kind of came through, so that's always fun. Oh, I know why I was not finding the proper piece. Here we go. So I hope this is all right, me holding the set instead of having it down on the table. I'm just playing around with sort of a different style. It's kind of nice. I kind of like being able to pick this thing up and move all the pieces around. I think like when I do time-lapse footage, like if I'm building for an episode where everything's going to be sped up really fast, it's really bad to hold the thing in your hand because it'll be kind of like shaking all over the place and you guys can't really tell what's happening or something during the build. So it's better to keep it sort of planted and not moving very much, like on the table. But as a builder, I think I like holding this thing. I like picking it up and being able to hold it. I'm still trying to keep it sort of in the same place so you guys can roughly see how this whole thing's coming together. But yeah, I just hope you guys can see that. Okay, he does want me to start building another chunk though. All right. Hello everybody. Hope you are all having a wonderful Monday. Oh boy. This is right at the end of school, isn't it? I think you guys all are in a pretty good mood. I have a feeling. Finals are over for most people that are in, high school or in college where you guys are still taking finals. So for the most part, all that stuff's done. I know I've got friends that are all just like, oh yay, all my tests are over, all that extra stuff, and they can kind of just hang out and not have to worry so much about anything else. And you guys can start building Lego sets. Yeah. Who would win a fight, Deadpool or Darth Vader? That's a good question. Darth Vader would win. I still think Darth Vader would win. Like, Deadpool would be funny about the whole thing, and he'd probably... Dude, yeah, Darth Vader would definitely win. I'm 100% Darth Vader over Deadpool. Yeah, no question in my mind. Deadpool, he'd put up a good fight. But I mean, dude, like the Force, man, the Force, that'd be it. Oh man, I was watching so many nerdy like trailer analysis videos for the new Jedi movie, The Last Jedi. I'm getting so stoked for it. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if I can get this piece on correctly. There we go. Have to get this sticker on just right. So it's pointing towards the proper point. I almost want them to touch right in the middle here. Whoop, but not quite. Just away from the edge. Okay, I think I got that. That's pretty good, right? If I do say so myself. Okay. Yeah, and this is gonna all just fit right on the back. Main reason, just the Force. Yes, Will Sharp, yes. You're not the only one who is stoked, Jack. Oh yeah, I know. I'm stoked for that movie. You know what? Okay, have you guys? I don't know how much you guys have been like watching the sort of like extra details about what's going to be coming up. I almost don't want to talk about it because it's like, you know, they're not spoilers, but they are like, you know, it's details about like what kind of vehicles are going to be in the next one, and there's some like sort of confirmed things just about like certain vehicles and certain like aesthetic things that are going to be in the next movie. And I'm freaking out because they're going to be awesome. I have a feeling some of them might come in the form of Lego sets at a certain point. And if we learned anything from the Force Awakens trailer, that most of the first wave Force Awakens Lego sets were all ships and vehicles that appeared in the trailer. So we have the teaser for The Last Jedi, but the trailer for The Last Jedi, like the more revealing trailer, is still yet to come. And then they do slight variations on that same trailer, and then the movie comes out. So there is going to be one more big trailer that's going to tell us a lot more about what the story, plot, and everything's going to be. And from that, we're also going to have a pretty darn good idea about what most of the sets, the Lego sets, are going to be for that. I mean, I'm stoked for the sets, but I'm also just stoked to see how the whole universe starts sort of come together. Okay, there we go. Look at these big wheel wells. I love that. This piece is almost never used as a wheel well. I think they use this part as a wheel well for like the Mini Cooper set. But that was a big scaled Mini Cooper. This is a minifig scaled vehicle. So this is just like a massive wheel well. I love it. All right, and we got this. Ooh, this is cool. So it wants us to get this sort of domed, double dome. Interesting. Got this sort of double dome piece for the cockpit / windshield. And it's 360 degrees. You can see in any direction you like. That's kind of a nice little setup. And it wants us to add this, of course, right. Sure. Yeah, nice big open cab. I think this is going to be the cab for the crane, if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost positive of that. Oh. So Team Batman, right? Sorry. Were you guys asking another hypothetical about I want more Lego Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men No Tail sets. Dead Men Tell No Tale sets. Yeah, I don't know. I think they did a really good job on the Silent Mary. It's directly over my head, like directly on the other side of this rig, is where we're keeping ours. It looks awesome. Actually, I feel bad because it's definitely it's not in the best place for display right now. So I would prefer to have it in like a better spot. But yeah, it's a pretty awesome set. I think the best Pirates of the Caribbean sets were always the ships, though. They did a handful of other little ones, and I never actually got them, so maybe they were cool or something. But I looked at them and was like, nah, I want the ship. You know? I always looked at it and was like, I'll wait for another big ship. That was always my game. Wonder Woman. Do you like Marvel better than DC? Ooh, okay, yeah. So, I think I've been asked this question before. I will say, favorite superhero Batman. So you might think my favorite is DC, just by diffusion. But I think I do like more stuff that's happening in Marvel in general than I like in DC. And not just because of the cinematic universe. I mean, for the most part, most people agree that Marvel Cinematic Universe is like way better than DC. But I think even just comic book characters in general, if you had to take the whole of all the cool guys that we get from Marvel and the whole of all the cool guys we get from DC, I'd still say Marvel is in general is doing better, but Batman is better than everybody. That is my own personal take on the matter. Yeah. What's interesting is how popular Iron Man has become. He's super popular because of the movies, but he honestly, I never thought he was like gonna be like some big popular guy. Like I remember seeing Iron Man around when I was younger, and like not caring at all. I was just like, oh yeah, it's like a superhero, I guess it's around. I don't know. Like I never paid attention to him like at all as a kid. And now he's like the biggest thing ever. But it's all because Robert Downey Jr. is just super awesome at playing the guy. Like if Iron Man becomes a different person, like if they cast, like if they try to reboot Iron Man after Robert Downey Jr. stops playing him, I don't know what'll happen. I don't know if it'll be any good. I honestly don't know. Ooh, here we go. This is gonna be a big. Is this a tractor? I think this is a tractor. Did I not? Oh, this totally is a. Yeah, it's a tractor. Okay. SmackDown or Raw? Universal Vlogs. I don't watch any professional wrestling. Sorry to say. Nothing against it. I just don't happen to watch it. I remember back when the WWE was, what was it called? It was called something else, wasn't it? Didn't it have a different acronym and then they got like sued and they had to like change their acronym? I remember like the old school guys because there's this guy named Goldberg, and I was like, yeah, I like Goldberg. But no, I never like legitimately watched it, so I can't. Why Ninjago movie? Are you changing the voice actors? Ninjago changes they're changing the voice actors from the original show because it's gonna be they want this to be a big like universal like smash hit between a bunch of different countries. So they're adding like famous actors and stuff to the roster because that'll bring more audience members in. But they're also making this Ninjago movie stand alone. Like it'll reference back to stuff that happened within the Ninjago television universe, but they want this thing to be completely different. They want people to jump into this movie that didn't know anything about the Ninjago sets, about Lego. They didn't want the Ninjago TV show. They want people to watch this movie and still be able to completely enjoy it 100% without having to know anything about the television show. So it makes sense that they don't need to hold on to those same voice actors as well. So personally, I think that was the smart choice on Lego's on Lego's part, because, you know, at the end of the day, these guys are trying to make a blockbuster. You know, they want people to love this thing, and they want the audience to really, really gravitate towards it. Oh wow, that's a really small connection. I didn't think they were going to be doing such a small connection. All right, that's it. So we've got. I like this. I kind of like that you can just. It's really easy to turn this thing around, and it's got a really decent turning radius, actually. Sorry, it's out of the shot. So that works pretty well. I'll show you guys all the details pretty good. This is a ratcheted top. So there's actually 3 different points of articulation here, which is, I mean, more than what you could ask for. But at the end of the day, that really allows you can play this, you know, because this is a ratcheted piece here, but you also have 2 very smooth joints with, enough tension to hold positions, but it's not ratcheted to a certain, like, this is like, you know, it's ratcheted as in it clicks. That's what I mean by ratcheted. Sometimes I say that, and I've seen a few people be like, what do you mean by that? The joint itself has these little teeth, and so it doesn't move, and then it clicks. It doesn't move, and then it clicks, So, anyways, 3 points of articulation. Very nice. Like the build a lot. This looks good, guys. This looks good also. And the main thing is I was loving the build for the crane. That was the main thing I was looking forward to. And based on the colors that you see here, looks like we're building the crane next. That's just educated guess. So let's do this. Manual 1, manual 2 are out. Oh, that's not the right one. Here we go. And then manual 3, just like the picture says. This is what we're building next. Booyah! Hey, I have 25 different Lego Batmans. That's a ton. It's a huge amount of different Lego Batmans. I know we've done our collection video. I don't remember at this point. You know what's funny is people will ask me about really specific questions about minifigure characters. And to be fair, a lot of the time I can usually answer, especially if I've done a video on them, I can usually answer like a very specific, super nerdy question about like a collectible Lego minifigure. But sometimes I don't know the answer, and they're like, "You've done a video on this. How do you not know?" And I'm like, "Because I made a video, so I didn't have to remember." You know, like it's that classic, just like I feel like, what is it, the Indiana Jones movie, the 3rd one, when you've got Sean Connery, and he's like, "You don't remember? You don't remember the you know, he's got some special piece of knowledge he's supposed to have." And he's like, "I wrote it down, so I don't have to know." Lego Batman made my way less than the Lego movie. Ninjago doesn't have the brand recognition like Batman. I agree with you, Willem. I don't think the Lego Ninjago movie will be as popular, and probably not as well made, honestly. I don't think that means it'll be bad. I still have faith in just like the general production quality of the team that's working on it. So I still think they can make an entertaining movie. But no, I don't think the Ninjago movie will be as popular. And probably not quite as well made. I just don't think so. You know, it's the 3rd movie within a Lego franchise. And it's about it doesn't have the brand recognition. It doesn't have sort of like the history to work off of. I mean, like, they had so many old school like Easter eggs and stuff in the Batman movie, and also the character was more established because he was a popular character from the Lego movie itself. So yeah, Ninjago movie, I still think will be good. I just don't think it'll be as good as the Batman or Lego movie. But I think I've said that before. I feel like I've definitely said that before. I made a Lego fidget spinner. Oh, Dylan, I was working on a Lego fidget spinner over the weekend, and I just didn't have the... I didn't want to order any parts. I was like, I want to make it. I want to make it just like with what I have. And I just couldn't quite... How did you make it? Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read like how you made it, because I'm like looking down and I'm building. But I seriously was working on that last week. And I have a really... I might have taken it apart. It was really bad. It just didn't... It had this... it had like certain aspects to it, but it just didn't work. I really wanted to make that Lego fidget spinner, though. That's so funny that you're working on it. I was like, is there a way to do it? Is there a way to do it out of Lego where it'll really work? And I just couldn't. It spun, don't get me wrong, like it spun around, but it just didn't Because the fidget spinner is like legit. Like those things spin forever. And I was trying to get it to really work, and I just couldn't do it. Do all the Pirates of the Caribbean figs. We should. We actually just got all the Pirates of the Caribbean figs. So yeah, I think I might do that. Or we might be missing one or two. So I have to check. I always have to check. We order a bunch of figs, and like Bricklink orders will like, hey, we sent it to you, and then we check it, and either they missed a fig or they repeated a fig or something. Not all the time, but often enough to the point where sometimes I think I've got a collection complete, and then I start doing the video, and then I realize that I don't. So I'll check. I'll double check, but we might actually have them all. What is a fidget spinner? It's that new toy that all the kids play with. It's a fad. Fidget spinners are gonna die so hard. They're not gonna last forever. I remember when yo-yos were popular when I was like in elementary school, and they were massively popular for like a couple months, I think, but like maybe not even that long. Everybody wanted a yo-yo, and then people realized that they just weren't that good at yo-yo, or just didn't actually like yo-yo that much. And everybody stopped playing with yo-yos. So I want to hammer this in like a... It's perfect. These cross pieces are just the right size, so you can kind of just get it set, and then just hammer it in with the brick separator, or just press it right there at the end. Oh, there you go. That's what I say. Brick separators don't have to always be used for separation, guys, because it's always pushing these parts in. Can always be like really rough on the fingers. Well, if you're building a Technic set, it can be, and sometimes you don't want to just press it against the table. I mean, you can do that too. That works pretty well. Actually, maybe that's better than using the brick separator. But I use this a lot to like push in just a little bit more for like a Technic part. So this is a crazy strong piece now. This is super strong because it's got this plate at the bottom and a Technic cross piece. So like, I mean, yeah, this thing I could really, I don't know if I could like attach this to a, you know, a pull-up bar handle or something, but it is pretty darn sturdy. And look what we're doing now. We're just making it stronger. Here we go. Around us. Do you like Miniplex? Do I like Mineplex or Minecraft? To answer your question, what's Mineplex? I don't know. I used to play a little bit of Minecraft right when it was kind of first coming out, and people were sort of like, "Hey, what's this game?" And I had a bit of fun kind of messing around with it right in the beginning, but it was just never a game I got super into. I really like the Minecraft Lego sets. I think Lego does right by the theme. I think the sets are almost always like really nice. Like, you know, they've done a good job sort of reimagining how to set up a set, sort of with a Minecraft sort of heart in mind. So I can appreciate the actual sets, but I never really got into playing Minecraft. Just never did. So sorry, and I don't even know what Mineplex is. It is a Minecraft server. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let's see. And now we're just starting to get... Oh, this thing. I haven't used these in so long. These are pieces that I feel like were so much more common when I was younger. I had so many of these parts in like our really old Lego bin. You know, we just had a bin of random parts. We had so many of them, but they're really just not common nowadays. I like that they're still around, but they're kind of a rarity. Okay, a little bit of looseness in there. Do the same thing on the other side. This thing set up. What are the orange pieces for? The orange pieces? You mean you mean this piece? I don't know if you're talking. Can I subscribe? Yes, you can, Mr. Gymnastics. I like Jimmy Kimball's thing when he's like, why don't you guys subscribe? He's like, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you can subscribe. And if you didn't, you can still subscribe. It's free. No one cares. Here we go. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, make sure they're a little bit loose so they can spin and spin and spin. And okay, yeah, this is gonna. Is this? Oh man, don't tell me it's gonna do this. I think this is gonna be the track where the thing actually touches the ground, and then we're adding these on right now, where the tread is gonna be there, but the tread might not actually be touching the ground. I think that's how they're trying to set it up. I hope that's not the case. I like it when the tread actually touches the ground, but we'll find out in just a second. All right. So let's see. You know Han Solo? Do I know Han Solo? No. Okay, so I got this piece in. Are you guys? Is anybody gonna get that Lego Boost set? I think I want to get some Lego Boost stuff. It looks pretty cool. Oh gosh. Okay. 42 of these pieces. Here we go. And it begins. So a good way to put tread together is I always put them in groups of 10, and then I attach them at the end. So you don't, because if you get one off, and there's extra ones usually, and you might have something that's a little bit too big, a little bit too small. So usually I like to add all the tread pieces right at the end. Once I've got a bunch of groups of 10s. This is 6, 7, 8, yeah. So sorry, I'm about to do this a bunch of times. 9 and 10. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to do this 7 more times and then add them all together. Jack Bionicle or Hero Factory? Bionicle, for sure. I really liked those old Bionicle sets. I remember I got into Bionicle because my friend, he was super into it. I think I only bought one set, but he was like hardcore into Bionicle, and he got every single one of those spaceship pod sets, and that was such a cool way to market the Bionicle things. Where like you would buy a plastic box kind of, and it was sort of in the shape of like a pod or a spaceship. And you would split it into 2 pieces, and inside were all the parts to build your Bionicle figure. But like the actual case was like a reusable case, like the thing that you bought it in. It didn't come in like a cardboard box and you took it out of the cardboard box. It came in its own spaceship, which was like part of the set, which I thought was such a cool thing about it. Let's see, that's 8. I'm not even counting these properly. And then 9, 10. Okay. Maybe I'm going to do these by 5s. I feel like these pieces are so small, I'm like having trouble counting them. So yeah, definitely Bionicle. Review all the Technic figures for the next video, please. Oh, maybe. Actually, why not? I don't think the Technic figs are that hard to acquire, and there's not that many. I checked it out. I think there's like less than 10 different kinds. I think there's not that many. Somebody can look it up on Brickvault, but. I had so many Bionicle figures as a kid. They were cool. I liked them. They're kind of simple, but they're superposable, and it was just a different kind of toy figure. Because action figures, I feel like when I was growing up, were always really kind of like stiff. Like most of the time you could only ever lift the arms and legs up and down, and that was that. Whereas Bionicle was sort of special because you could really play around with like different joints, and they were still pretty well balanced. So they were like the first figure that you could really kind of, not the first, but they're figures that you could just pose in like really cool positions, and like, I don't know, it seemed more fun to play with when I was a kid. Yeah, I kind of liked how the Bionicle had that stuff set up. Hold on, I need to get this stuff built back in the center of the screen. Sorry if you're tuning in and it's just me building tread, but unfortunately, that's how tread goes. It takes forever to get this stuff done. June 1st, Saturn V. Oh yeah, don't we know it? I really want to pick that thing up. Today is the 15th. Mike, is there a special, like halfway through May, like VIP early access thing? I can't remember. If there is, I can almost see the store calendar from here. We put it up. We put it up somewhere. I live in England, says Universal Vlogs. I've never been to England. I've been to a lot of places. Does anyone have the album on their phones? If so, I have the new Gorillaz album on my phone. No special access in there. That's too bad. I haven't heard the whole new Gorillaz album. I'm a big Gorillaz fan. I just haven't. I heard a couple of their songs, and they were sort of all right. The what? On the 20th? Oh, interesting. Okay. Wait, on the 20th? You heard stories. I mean, yeah, if it's early access, that's cool. Alright. How many of these? Oh man, I just gotta keep building these. I just gotta keep building them. Let's see. Brickvault, please say I am done. What? I am what? I'm sorry. Alright, somebody wanted me to say something I didn't read. My cat today is turning 1 year old. Oh, I'm sure they got tons of energy still. 1 year old means they're still like super crazy, whether it's a cat or a dog. They're basically like a full-size kitten or a full-size puppy. That's what it is when a dog is like 1 year old, because they usually don't grow much after a year, I don't think. But they're just still absolutely out of their minds, I think. That's usually how the young animals go. Let's see. Oh yeah, big fan of Gorillaz. I liked all that stuff. Never got into Bionicle, didn't get it. I was born in 1984. I have a lot of city stuff from 87 till 94. Oh really? The old school city stuff. Nice. We had all the old the stuff we got into was like pirates and space stuff, like Blacktron and Ice Planet, and that was like sort of our bread and butter. Some city stuff, not as much. I think I'm getting there almost with all these little chunks. Zune or iPod? That was a funny throwback in Guardians. I don't know. I never had a Zune, and I got a free iPod Touch way back in 2008, and I liked it until it broke randomly, and then I couldn't get it repaired. Yeah, it was nice having it. That was that. That was nice. I swear there was like a really good promotion when I was like just going to college, and it was like you get a free. It was like if you buy a MacBook, you get a free iPod Touch and a printer and something else. It was like a really good deal, and until I realized that I don't know, I just really didn't like Mac very much. I didn't like Apple. I was like, oh, this is so good, and then I don't know, I kind of regretted it pretty quickly because the computer couldn't do a lot of the stuff I wanted it to. Sorry. If you're a big fan of Apple products. Not that I've got a huge thing against them, it's just not my cup of tea. Hi, I'm Turkish. I love you. Well, hello. Hello from Turkey. Thank you. I usually don't fall in love with people so easily. Okay, here we go. So this is 40 and 40, and there should actually be 42, which means this group of 5. I should break these 2 off, and then these 2 off, and there was just 1 extra. So I'll just attach 1 to here, and let's just get these other 42 attached, and this should be the exact right amount. Sorry for you guys. I keep on moving this part out of the way. Okay, so this is one giant set of treads, and boom. Just put it on here right now. Hasn't anything got bad weather. Sorry, I'm just reading the quotes. I'm not saying. I've never been to England. I'm not bashing on the weather. But that is basically one of the more common stereotypes of your country, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. Yep, I knew they were going to do it like this. So the treads do sort of touch the ground, but it's not the driving force, unfortunately. I think it's unfortunate. It's not the driving force of what actually keeps the treads moving, and that's because this thing's probably just not heavy enough to really get those treads tracking on the ground, and so that's why they've added an extra wheel here. But I'll show you what I mean in just 1 second. Oh wait, hold on. I shouldn't attach that until I've got them on the gears properly. Okay, we're good. Get this. And booyah. Okay. So there it is. See, so it's rolling around. You can see that the treads are tracking really well. But if you look closely, you can actually see that the treads are moving a little bit on. Sorry, my finger. See, if like my finger is stationary, I almost want to like. If my finger is stationary, you can see that the tread on the ground is actually moving ever so slightly, and that's because the tread's not touching. When I pull this thing tight, this wheel is really what's pulling it, and the wheel is attached to the gear, so it's always going to be moving the tread in perfect conjunction. It's just not exact. So this avoids the problem of, like, you know, the sliding, that dreaded sliding tread thing. So you're like, ooh, let me roll it, and it's like not really rolling. So it's always going to be rolling, but it's going to be kind of an illusion. It's really wheels rolling and then just moving the tread pieces. So some people like that. It makes the treads rolling action more consistent. It just, I don't know. It's just not authentic. It probably is a better function. I think Lego changed that up because people liked it more. But I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I want the old school treads. All right. We can hear you talking on some other video in the back. Am I talking on another video? Oh, wait, no. Sorry, that's music with lyrics. I'm not talking on another video. I can hear that too a little bit. Sorry about that. I have to do this times 2. Yeah, usually I try to avoid music with lyrics as background music because yeah, it'll be distracting for you guys when you watch. You'll be like, are you saying something else? Oh wait, no, that's just another song. I'll go through the playlist a little bit, and then I'll kind of knock out some songs. I'll knock out the songs that have words in them for next time around. There we go. So there's one, and then let me add the other ones on this side, and this is just some extra detailing. And it looks like we're about to knock out bag number, what is this? Bag number 3. So this is the halfway point. And so bag number 4 should finish off the crane, and then the last 2 bags should be the actual demolition site. And I can't wait. That's the main thing I'm really looking forward to. Well, the crane and the demolition site are the 2 main things I'm looking forward to. All right. Easy peasy. I love that. The detailing looks so nice, and it's just so easy. It's just attach some plates, and then just squeeze them right on. That's it. Nothing to it. Okay. Now there's 1 or 2 more pieces that we're still adding. It's not music, it's another video besides music. Maybe you're playing a video that has other talking too. Because I can hear a video that has music and like singing or yelling or something, but it's not like we're not playing a video, I don't think. Are we? Are we playing a video?
It's like Twitch.
No, but
it's not catching the browser, so I'm not gonna Twitch just in case.
oh, interesting.
But it shouldn't be like catching the browser. So.
Are we playing other their audio? Oh yeah.
No, not for the browser.
Okay.
Yes, it should be fine.
Sleep, speak, okay, let's all say potato. Arnold Schwarzenegger? Is that the real Arnold Schwarzenegger? We have the real, oh wait, hold on, I wasn't supposed to have this piece yet. We've got the real Arnold Schwarzenegger in the house, right? Schwarzenegger. Do you say how do you say his name in Polish? Yeah. Is there like a different way to say his name? Schwarzenegger. Okay, that's it for this bag. Schwarzenegger. Schwarzen. Okay. Arnie, yeah, Arnie is the way to go.
These are cool.
Yeah, dude, the vehicles are legit. This is pretty much everything in this set is actually really well made. I like the design of the vehicles. Wow, bag number 4 actually has a lot more pieces than the other bags. Is there a way to scroll down on this so we can make sure that... Yeah, because we're not going to be able to see any new messages.
Oh, yeah, just click
How do you... Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. Oh, yeah. Get this back open so I can see what's going on. Look at this. This is the...
Is it really like heavy?
It's got some weight to it.
It's a nice mold.
Yeah, it's a nice mold. It's got a little bit more weight to your average Lego piece. This is the wrecking ball. And I guess this set really wouldn't work if it didn't have any extra weight to it, because you wouldn't really be able to knock anything over. But, interesting. I want to see an interesting custom build with this. It's rubber, too. Like, feel it. It's rubber. It's, like, soft and sort of like a bouncy ball almost.
Yeah.
You think it bounces? Try to bounce it.
I think it's plastic, but it's, like, rubber coated.
Oh, you might be right.
Yeah, it's totally plastic, but it's nice finish.
Yeah.
Finish.
Next video should be every Two-Face. Oh, guys.
That's only 2.
Most of the Batman villains have, because he's got 2 faces. Okay, we are doing every Batman villain. They all get their own videos. What I love about Batman so much is that, like, he's so iconic that all of his villains are also super iconic. Where, like, most of the time, if you're really into, like, other superheroes, you can't, like, remember every single one of, like, the main, like, villains of, like, the other guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can remember other really iconic villains. I think Green Lantern for me is, like, the next most iconic villain. Or maybe Venom. I think Spider-Man in general has, like, really, really big villains too that a lot of people sort of love to hate on. But I think Batman, that's the coolest thing about Batman, is that, like, he's so awesome that his villains become awesome just through defibrillation. Some of his villains are kind of dumb, like, in retrospect. Like, I just don't see how the Penguin, I just don't see could be, like, a cool bad guy if it was, like, the Penguin versus Superman. But, like, the Penguin versus Batman just, like, for some reason always just seemed like a cool sort of duo. And I think the first villain Batman fights in the original classic TV series is Riddler, and then he fights Penguin, and then he fights Joker, I think. Joker actually is fought, like, Joker wasn't really considered, like, the arch nemesis of Batman. Like, I think he was, but he, like, not to some major degree like he is now. They're like, oh, they're all really bad, and Joker's a little bit worse. That's kind of how it was for a long time. And then eventually, it just, like, the arch nemesis thing sort of just grew and grew and grew and grew. But I don't think early on he was actually, like, that much worse than any of the other guys that were appearing during the series. It would be easy for Superman to beat a Batman villain. You're right. It would be super easy for, like, for Superman. That's the thing about Superman, though, is, like, he's just so much more powerful than other people that it almost doesn't make sense that like he's in the same universe, or that the villains are in the same universe as each other. I like the Pete Holmes skit where it's Superman asking Batman to team up, and Pete Holmes is playing Batman, and it's just so funny because he's like, well, I want to team up with you, and he's just like, why? Like, there's no point. You're Superman. Like, yeah, I'm super, smart and have all these gadgets and I'm a great detective, but like, bullets bounce off of you, so like, what's the point? It's really funny. Here we go. Not gonna look through this one. Fortunately, this is a pretty darn easy set to build. This isn't like some overly complex. What's the age recommendation on this? 6 to 12. Yeah, that's what I thought. 6 to 12 is basically the youngest age recommendation that they can give for a set that has so many pieces. Because this does have like almost 800 pieces. So they can't say it's like, like for a 5-year-old because there's just so many parts. But this is the youngest age recommendation they can get to a set with so many. So that makes sense because it's super darn easy. Oops, almost messed that up. And we're looking for another cross piece. Here we go. Like old Superman? Old Superman as in when you old from the comics, or old like when he is old? Because old in the comics isn't like old school Superman, like he wasn't even able to fly. They're like, Superman can jump very big, like he can jump high buildings or something, but like it never says he can fly. Lego City or Lego Friends? Lego City is my favorite. So I just gotta say that's gonna be my favorite no matter what. Honestly, Lego Friends does have some decent sets from time to time. I know a lot of people sort of like to hate on it, but Jack, what's your thoughts on the Shadow Troopers set? You're talking about the Shadow Troopers that are, they're kind of like gunmetal, like dark, sort of reflective molds. I liked that. I liked the look of those Shadow Troopers a lot. There was like another, I think, exclusive minifigure like Shadow Trooper that came out earlier. He's kind of collectible. He's like all black. Also a cool fig. But I liked the Shadow Trooper set. It came out with those the Royal Guards that were also like Shadow Trooper Royal Guards. They looked like those red guys, but they were all black or something. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. I think that's what you're talking about. I liked it. That was I think a stud gun set. Again, and I mean, if you guys watched that 40 battle pack set that Mike and I did a live stream for last week, I'm not a big fan of the stud guns, so I don't think it's a deal breaker when getting a set, but at the same time, yeah, I just don't think it's I just want both. Is it that much harder to include just a few extra regular weapons? I'd be really curious to see what would happen if they did release a set like that, and see what people actually used more. Did they use the stud guns more, or did they use the actual regular blaster rifles more? I would say, my guess is blaster rifles more, but who knows? They've probably done some sort of special research and stuff, and brought a bunch of kids into a room and had them all play with the pieces, and now everybody has stud guns instead of blaster rifles. Blah. Porsche 911 GT3. Okay. Yeah. Hashtag remove the stud guns from battle packs. Agreed. Yes. 100%. I know. I talked about it. I think my main point behind it, the only thing I'm going to say is Lego spends all this time, and especially because I've gone through so many different collection videos, and I can see sort of like the direct evolution of like, this looks better now, this looks better now, this looks better now. And Lego really likes to sort of improve, especially like the printing on the minifigs, to the point where some people are like, you guys are going too far. Personally, I love seeing how detailed and crazy looking they can get a minifig to look. And they spent all this time making every minifig look better and look better and look better and look better. And they've done it over and over and over with the Stormtroopers, over and over and over. So they're like, oh, let's add some printing on the legs. Ooh, now let's add some printing on the back and the legs. Okay, let's update the entire print. Okay, let's update this. And they just do it over and they do it over and they do it over. And then once the Stormtrooper's looking really, really good, they say let's take the accessory, the main accessory, and make it look so much worse. Like so much so to the point where it doesn't even feel like it's in the same universe. And it's like, why make your minifigs look better when you're gonna make the accessory in their hand look all cartoony and like so out of place? It doesn't make sense. Like, if they didn't care about improving the look of the minifig, I could understand why they'd want to just add sort of like a not very good looking stud gun. But if they're making the minifig look better and better and better, and then they make the accessory in his hand look worse, it juxtaposes that bad looking stud gun even more. Like, I think the stud gun would be fine if we still had, like, if they didn't try to make the Stormtrooper look better, but they haven't making him look better, which makes the stud gun look even worse. Ah! Sorry, okay, that's my rant. It just doesn't make sense. And where I'm looking for, of course, I'm looking for the one piece that I cannot find. Oh, there it is. Found it. The blast rifles are so detailed, and then there's the stud gun. You know what would be cool? What's even more frustrating on top of, or it would be cool if they did this. They showed in the one of the more recent Star Wars video games. I haven't played a lot of the video games, but they showed this off, and the First Order Stormtroopers in the game have super legit looking dual molded blaster rifles. You know how the in the movie they've got like that white and black? They're kind of like they're these two-part molds to the rifles. They like Lego 3D modeled those out. Like they exist, and it's just super aggravating that they they don't have them now. Wait, hold on. Right. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it, guys! I'm supposed to add this all the way into this. Okay, hold on. Okay, just kidding. But yeah, it would be cool if they molded out like just a cooler looking blaster rifle piece. But they didn't, and it's too bad that they didn't. Here we go. What? Okay. Sorry if this is looking... Can I be modulator? You mean a moderator? No, we got too many moderators already. The Lego Movie 2, I can wait. What? The Lego 2... That was really disappointing news when they announced that the Lego Movie was going to be postponed for like a whole... It was like over a year. I thought it was supposed to come out 2017. But it's like 2019 now. It's like, why? Why are they postponing it so long? I mean, I heard that they changed up some of the people that were going to be working on the project and stuff, but come on, man, you can't let that hype train fade away. Okay, this is looking pretty good. All right, so that's in one spot. We're building a second version of this. Okay. Star Wars, please let me no asking what do you think about the new Ninjago movie game, or just the movie in general? I think I mentioned it like kind of like way earlier in the stream, but I think the new Ninjago movie will be good. I do not think it will be as good as either the Batman movie, Lego Batman movie, or the original Lego movie. I thought, I think it won't be as strong. Don't think it'll be bad. I don't think it will be as strong. I'm still gonna watch it, and I still think I've got faith that it'll still be as good. That it'll still be good, but not as good. That's my takeaway. Here we go. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, I kind of like being wrong when I make a guess. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a terrible thing, or this is, you know, this isn't gonna work out so well. And then if you're wrong, you know, that's a good thing to be wrong about. When you predict something bad happening and then something good happens, that's always the best thing. That's always the best outcome, because it's like, hey, cool, something good happened. You know, like I'm happy that I'm wrong because something better happened. But I just don't think, my personal opinion, my prediction, Ninjago movie might not be as strong. I just don't think it will be. The brand isn't as popular, of course, as Batman. Or most things aren't as popular as Batman, but yeah, that's my guess. Oh, this is a weird piece. I don't know if this is a new piece or if it's a really old piece. So it's got studs on the top. It's flat along here, and then it starts to come down to a point. Has a really interesting connection point in the front. It might be, there's these little holes and stuff and separators. That might be for a string or something to go through. But I think one of the more interesting parts is, gosh, I do want to show this to you guys just because it's like a very interesting piece. I'm going to turn the light down a little bit and see if I can't get that. Yeah, you can kind of see it now. There's a little divot. The light's still pretty strong. Hold on, let me turn this down. Oh, so that's too much. Okay. There's a little divot here. See that? So, I think what I'm supposed to do, it's just supposed to snap in. Whoop. So I don't have to put a stud in there. Yeah, look at that. So it's like just the tiniest divot. That's a cool connection point. I think that's... that could be a really old piece. Don't get me wrong. I could, maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, it's definitely a part that you don't really see very often, or I've never seen before, so I can't tell if this is new or if this is really old. All right, gotta go now. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Okay. Welcome to Brickvault. Oh, okay, I'm reading my own automated voice message on this. That's not voice message, own automated message. Okay. All right, and then okay. Oh, nice. Wow, did that actually snap into place? Oh, cool. Oh yeah, it's got another little divot in here. Sorry, can't see what I just did. So look at this. There isn't really a lot of posability to this whole thing. Really? I was hoping that there would be a little bit more to it than that. Does this thing not slide around? I was hoping you could lift and lower the crane head a little bit, but it doesn't look like you can do a whole lot of that. I mean, the shape is still pretty nice. You can still play around with it a little bit, but not in the biggest way. All right, I'm moving this out of the way for just a second so you guys can see what's going on for the next bit of building, and wants me to kind of separate everything away from it right now and just start working on something else. So this is what we're going to start working on now. Which are plates. This is going to be the back. Oh, okay. This is going to be the back of the whole crane. So I think we just move the crane so you can see the butt of the crane. I think this is going to all stick onto the back. That's my guess. We need a Lego Hero Factory movie. Interesting point. What do I want as a Lego movie? Oh, I see. Okay. I don't know. They might do a Lego Batman movie too. I would not be surprised if they did a sequel. I think a sequel for the Batman movie could be pretty good. I still didn't think the Lego Batman movie was as good as the Lego movie itself, but I think it's... I would watch a sequel to it, though. I think I would. Alright, let's see what we got. Are there any more? Okay. Nice, strong, giant chunk of Lego sticking out of the top here. Ooh. Looks like this is going to be sticking out a little bit. We don't want the undersides of these studs to be showing. It's See, isn't this fast? Isn't this such a fast build? Kind of. I am kind of taking time. I'm over an hour and 15, but definitely well over halfway. All right. Scarecrow review. We will do a Scarecrow review. All Lego Batman villains will have their own review. I've actually kind of got like a little Google Calendar thing set up here in the office, and they're all on the schedule. I want to do like a small minifigure build, minifigure collection once every Monday, and then a larger one on Thursdays. So like either where there's more of one character, or if it's an entire theme collection. Just depends on what's around. So I think I did all Lego Ideas figs last time. Oh wow, so that is a solid chunk. It's pretty much just a big block. Yep, that's that. And it just sticks just like I thought it would. It's gonna stick right onto here. Oof. All right, nice. And there's just a tiny amount of space between here and there, and yeah, works pretty well. And I can see why they had those undersides of the plates in here, because it would have looked a little bit ugly if it was just all the undersides of the yellow, where everything else is not like that. Nice. And now it's time to add the biggest stickers of the entire set right onto the butt here. Okay, let's see if I can get it on. Okay. This one. Here. Hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live stream. If you are just joining us, this is a set that we're pretty happy about because it is a set that was on sale at our local Lego store. I don't know if that's a store-wide thing for this particular set, or I mean, like, all stores are doing it. This is normally a $90 set, but bought for about $70. So that's always nice. Oh, hello. And more stickers. I almost skipped these ones. I always do that. I always skip the sticker steps. Remember one time I skipped the sticker step in the Ultimate Collector Series TIE Fighter? There was like some interior stickers for that cockpit, and I had to like rip the whole thing apart just to get in there and put the last stickers in. Because you can't forget to put stickers onto an Ultimate Collector Series set. I mean, even if it is just the interior pieces to a cockpit that nobody's ever going to open up and look inside, I was like, I can't forget to put those in there. And in the process, I had to rip the whole thing apart, and the wings fell off, and everything smashed apart. Ugh, big pain. Usually when you forget a sticker, it's not such a pain. You know. But that time around, it certainly was. Let's get the cockpit built. We're almost there with the crane, and then the last two bags are going to be the actual demolition part of what is called the demolition site. So this is the demolition site set number 60076, and 776 pieces. Pretty decent all around. I mean, pretty darn decent all around in terms of the quality of a set. Nothing has disappointed me. The minifigs are nice. The build for all of the vehicles look really good. There's kind of a consistency in terms of the build style between the different vehicles, and they all just kind of look good. They look like your classic construction vehicles, but also a little bit more, like there's just like the tiniest subtle hint of it being sort of a modern design. Like the capsule pods are all kind of 360-degree windshields and stuff, and there's just a few little pieces that I think work really well. So far so good. If the destruction qualities of the destruction part of the set are good, I would say this is like a 100% fully fleshed out, fully formed set. Let me get this thing ready. 2 levers, righto. Just getting this cockpit done up. All right, almost there. I think I need to go. Okay. What? If our stream is, if you're feeling bored during the stream, then you think you need to go see a doctor. It's an interesting point. I don't blame you guys for getting bored. Sometimes I sit there and I'm like, oh wow, like, I'm so glad that people like hanging out with us during the stream. Mike and I, and well, basically everybody, when we started live streaming, I was like, I hope people like kind of like tuning in and hanging out, because there's a chance that like people won't, you know. That was a very real possibility. But so far we've been having a blast. There it is, cockpit in place, and it's pretty simple, pretty basic, straightforward. They want it to be, well, wait a second. How's this even gonna fit? Oh, there must have been, there has to be. Why did I want to see, okay, yeah, okay. I was like, why is this not working? Okay, there's the Technic pinhole here. And I just didn't understand, because I was like, there's nothing to attach. Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, there is. Stick it in right there. And you can do this with the cockpit for no reason. I don't know. There's no way to stop that from happening. But I don't think you're supposed to be moving it around. Is that everything? No, it's not everything. Because now, it's time for the greatest part. Actually, the most annoying part. Who wants more Lego Classic Space? Everybody? I'm pretty sure everyone can just be like, yep. Boom. All right, so this is always the most fun part. And by most fun part, I mean the least fun part. It always shows in the manual that it's just like the easiest thing to put this thing together. It just never is. Okay. So let's get this dowel unwound. It's nice having the function once it's set up. It's just always annoying putting the string together. I always have to bite it. I'm not very good at efficiently tying a knot. That always shows like, oh, just tie the knot perfectly right at the end of the piece of string. No, I know some people like to cut the string. I don't, for some reason, I just don't ever like to cut the string. I just like to have a knot hanging out at the end. Gotta lick the string sometimes to make it a little bit more straight. Oh, okay, got it. Gotta tie it off. Double knot. Hashtag bring classic space back. Ooh. I think that'd be great. What I want them to do is not bring like just like the classic kind of sets, like the old build style necessarily. I think bringing back like a series of like kind of a modern interpretation on just like fun classic spaceship sets, or just spaceships and bases and whatever, and bringing back some of those old prints or even modernized interpretations of the detailing. Like, I don't know if I want the exact art style back, but like definitely bringing back like the old colors and stuff, like the gray, blue, and neon yellow and everything. I think that could be a lot of fun. That's something that I would like to see happen. Not necessarily bringing back like a set that looks like just perfect, you know, like the old perfect like example of like an old school set. I don't know if I'd want that. I think I'd want just like a fun modern version take on it, because the custom mocks that you see builders do all the time, spaceship mock builders, it's almost like a rite of passage, like for a lot of the older guys to just kind of like, all right, let's sit down and let's get this thing you know, worked out to the point where they just where they build their own sets, you know, like they build their own kind of weird, what the heck, there it is. Yeah, so that's what I want. I want a classic space set, but I want like a cool one, like a really cool, like very unique one. Jack, what's your thoughts on Lego Shadow Trooper set? Oh, you guys already asked. I don't know if that's the same person who asked before, but I like it. I think it's a good. Generally speaking, I think it's a pretty good set. I think it had like a flyer in it, right? Like a little flying machine build, if I do remember correctly. Oh, dang it. I see this thing isn't going through. We've got a string. It's got, oh, dang it. I'm wondering if I can just... No! I can see why it's not going through, because there's a string in the middle of this. You can use a shovel. Come on, shovel. Move the string piece to the side so I can push the cross piece around. Need something even more sharp-edged. You see that? I want to push the cross piece through, but that little string that's coming through the middle is blocking me. So, what's a really sharp piece of Lego? What's like the sharpest point to a Lego piece? I'm going to go find one. Give me 5 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I brought this thing with me, which is just some spare minifigure utensils. What's a sharp piece? I need to use something that's like really pointy, but has like a really fine point. I got a harpoon gun. It's not really that pointy. I just need to push it to the side. Oh, that's kind of working. Oh, hey, there we go. Harpoon gun to the rescue. Okay. All right. There we go. It's always nice. All right. Now let's get this thing set up. All right, so it wants me to put this onto this edge here. And then it wants me to feed this through. Oh, I see. Yeah, and then I feed it through. See that? There's the tiniest little slit here, and then it allows you to kind of bring it in. So that's how you do it. Okay. And I'm assuming that it wants me to then tie it. What? Okay. So it wants me to tie it to this hook, and then the hook attaches to the wrecking ball. So you don't tie it directly to the wrecking ball. This is a cool piece. The wrecking ball piece is like super awesome. So let me tie it onto this. All right. What is your favorite Lego theme? City. That's what I'm working on right now. Come on, get through there. There we go. All right. I have 2 black and red mech kinda robots from space, also a mosquito, and some ice planet stuff. Yeah, I want to do some. We've got the old, actually in the background right now of our main studio where we do the intros and outros usually of a lot of our set reviews. That has our old classic space. Not classic space. It has our old ice planet set. And now that I've got all the string stuff is fed through properly, you turn the wheel all the way back. Keep it tight when you twist it back. It's helpful for it's just helpful so this thing at the top doesn't accidentally go out of its track placement. So we twist. Wrecking ball. Favorite Lego set of all time. Favorite Lego set of all time is gotta be the Ultimate Collector Series Star Wars Slave 1. Now, should I cut this string? I think maybe I should. It doesn't look like super attractive. Where'd the wrecking ball go? Oh, it rolled underneath my manual. Okay, there it is. Let's get this thing on. Oh. I believe the black robot died. Just take the wrecking ball off and you have a construction vehicle. Very true. Boom. It's actually got some decent weight to it. Yay! Okay. Now, the one problem I have with this is that you really can't mess around with the articulation of the neck. You just have this little bit, tiny bit of motion, but it's not much. I really thought I was going to be able to move around a lot more than that. Too bad. But, I mean, come on. This thing, I mean, I guess you don't really care so much if you just got a wrecking ball attached to it. Not bad. Oh, I'm going to mess it up. Nice. Okay, so we just finished bag number 4? Yeah, we just finished bag number 4. 2 bags left to go, and we basically are going to build up something to knock down with this. So, let's do that. All right. Not too many. Wait a second. Is this the... Did I miss the sticker for this? I swear. There's this sticker. And tell me it doesn't go here. Tell me it doesn't go here. I might have missed it in the instructions. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, it goes here. Kidding. I knew it. Okay. Ah, it's pretty centered. All right, good. Let's do it. Moving on to bag number 5. This bag. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this thing's going out of the shot. Say bye. Okay, bye. And let's get this thing back in here. Making lots of space. Whoa. What is your favorite Lego minifigure of all time? I don't know. I do not know. So many good figs out there. I like custom-made figs a lot, but I haven't showed a lot of them off here in the studio just because we start getting into the realm of custom-built figures. It'll just never stop. Oh, okay, well, let me drink some water. I honestly don't know if I've got a favorite Lego minifigure. You guys keep asking that. I mean, there are a few that I really like. From Star Wars, I like the Ayla Secura fig. Thought she was good. It's the blue Twi'lek Jedi. There's a new version of her coming out very, very soon in the next wave of Star Wars sets. So that'll be cool to get a modernized version of her. But the original version, she's like super collectible. She's not an easy figure to get, but I do think she's really cool. Why? Hello? Okay. Which Lego set do you not like at all? I don't know. I've been through. I've sort of answered this question a few times. There's a couple of Ninjago sets that I thought were pretty darn weak. In particular, there was this Ninjago motorcycle set from like a couple years ago that I thought was just blah. Like just didn't work at all. I don't know. I mean, there's certain themes that I just don't touch. Not necessarily because I think they're bad, just because they're just not my taste. But I don't know. I generally try not to hate on any particular type of set, especially if it's just something I'm not interested in just because of me. Just because I don't care for it doesn't mean other people have to not like it, or I have to say it's bad and like try to convince other people it's bad because I don't like it. It's not really the way I vibe. Boom. I don't know what this is for, but it's fun to spin. This looks like a really old control panel print, doesn't it? This is definitely not exclusive to this set. This looks like a really old one. Oh, we got another little wire piece. I like that these pieces are put together with just a little bit of tape. Like this looks like your classic, just regular tape that you could buy anywhere. Not like some specially molded bit of rubber or plastic or packaging or something. They're just like, oh no, there's a guy with tape, just taped it up. Kind of annoying to block, but there we go. All right. Ba-bum, ba-bum. What are you most excited for? Lego, that is. Most excited for? Star Wars Last Jedi sets, for sure. With the new hype of that trailer, and I think I sort of binged watched a lot of Star Wars theory kind of YouTube episodes this weekend, just about like what could happen and like new vehicles that are going to be appearing and stuff. I'm starting to get super hyped, really, really hyped about the whole thing. Oh, nice. This is gonna look good. Let's get the little sort of warning sticker. Warning sticker. Whoop. Hello. Come on. Focus, focus. Yep. It's like a red wrecking ball, and it's like knocking over a Lego brick, so you can understand possibly what that is trying to warn you about. It's pretty straightforward. Hello, Phantom Rex. How's it going? We are knocking through. This is the last 2 bags of a really large set. Really, it is quite a big set. Let's take I'll put it halfway through here. Kind of like, So it wants me to run this underneath this wheel here. I don't know why. I don't know how. That's what it wants. And that's what I'm going to do. I don't really know what its end game is here now. I think it wants me to, because it wants me to kind of like lift this up and kind of maybe keep some tension here. I don't know. Ooh. Hello. This is an interesting development. We've got this archway with this string coming down here, and then it wants me to trap the string. So the string is now stuck underneath. And then I add some of this. Wow, this build just got a lot bigger in just a couple of simple steps. Look at that. Whole thing is, I'm going to zoom out the camera just a little bit because I have a feeling I'm going to start building upwards. So let's get the base. Let's get the base complete. Jack, if you have any Lego set, what would it be? If I could have any Lego set, what would it be? I mean, it's got to be the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, just through history and awesomeness. I mean, that or Cloud City. But I'm leaning towards the Millennium Falcon for sure. Yeah, for sure, Millennium Falcon. Welcome to the live stream. Hello everybody. I hope you are all having a wonderful Monday morning. That's what it is here. Actually, nope, it's Monday afternoon. It's Monday 12:48. So officially no longer the morning. Even though sometimes it feels like when we live stream, I know, I'm sure Mike has this feeling too, but it's like you sit down and it's still the morning and you just start building, and then like a couple hours passes and you look back and you're like, what? How is it already like way later in the afternoon? Like I swear I was just hanging out and just building Lego, and then all the time in the day just like passed me by. I have no idea how that happened. Happens all the time here in the studio. Basically every live stream, I'm just like, oh, it's still the morning, and then you look around and what? How did I not see this before? Yeah, so it is the afternoon now. Started in the morning. Live stream is 2 hours and almost 40 minutes, which is decent for the parts that we're building right now. I'm a little slow, but having a good time building this though, because every part of this build I've enjoyed. I mean, in terms of just the quality of the vehicles, they look good. I wish the crane could dip. I wish this part could dip a little bit. But other than that, I mean, aesthetically, it looks awesome. And the main thing that I guess is really going to determine whether or not this is a successful sort of, I like to use the word successful as in terms of, what it was designed to do, like what it's supposed to do and how well it actually does it. So if this can demolish something, this is the Demolitions site set. This can properly demolish the set and you can build it easily and it looks cool when you break it apart, then I would say it's successful. But so far, I mean, just in terms of the vehicles and stuff, it's still pretty nice. And you get a lot of figs, some of which I think might have exclusive construction site prints for maybe a handful of the guys. That might be the case. I don't know for sure, but it could be. Yeah, pretty darn good though. You have nice work. Yes, I do, Derek. We've got the best job here in all of San Diego, or as the locals call it, the Sandy D. Didn't know that's how they used to refer to this place until I got here, but I guess that's how it goes. And let's see. Finally creating a little bit of an interior. A little bit of, this is all just raw structure. As you can see, I haven't been making anything that's supposed to like look nice or look like people live here or used to live here. But right now, just now, with these different color pieces, it looks like this might be some sort of an interior Maybe I'm still wrong. Maybe this is all just raw pieces. No, there's like color. There's like different sort of random colors added in. And I think that's for you to be able to see. I think this is sort of intentional. Like these are floorboards, perhaps. I think. I hope so. I hope there's like some sort of detailing in here. Because unless this has got to be some sort. Oh, wait, hold on. This is nice. So we just added this part, and this string stays here. What? Look at that. So this piece, you know what? So that's the piece. Oh, I think this when you hit this button, it's gonna pull out this wall. This whole wall is gonna break away, and oh, that's cool. So this is like a button. This is like a demolition button, and you've got a tight, sort of taut string, and then I'll pull it now. Oh wait, hold on. This is supposed to. You know what? I think I actually have this string. I think it's supposed to be off to the side, offset just a little bit, and then you're supposed to kind of dip it down so the string gets a little bit caught underneath this this wheel piece. Yeah, like that. Sorry, I don't know if you could see the detailing there, but you pull it, and it's supposed to yank this thing away. So if you build an entire wall on top of that, you're gonna have yourself a really big destruction. You know, if an entire wall is coming off there, you are gonna have one heck of a ride. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That is a really clever way to set up a breakaway function. Keep everything nice and settled. I'm gonna switch this back to the other side. This is how I was building before. And oh, oops, accidentally put this yellow piece back on the other way. It's supposed to be back this way. There. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. And we're going to start building the wall on top of this so you can see. I just clicked Series 17 minifigure video. I remember you now. I remember you know? Or you now? It almost looked like you meant you know. You like waffles? Oh man, I want to eat some waffles. I haven't had waffles in ever. These down. And it looks like we're building some sort of fancy trigger system. So let's do this. Fancy trigger system. Ooh, orange part. Come on, fancy trigger system. These technical parts are killing me. Hello. Secret code to Brickvault, yellow, blue, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow, red. Well, in my response to you, I say yellow, yellow, blue, green, blue, red, yellow, yellow. So there. That's my secret response to your secret code. Okay. That's a tough little piece to push through. Now, let's get this in. So I don't know what we're doing. This looks like another complex little trigger system. Lots of colors though. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. I didn't even notice we had a shock spring system. Oh, all right. This is starting to become pretty interesting. Jack, what is your favorite Hero Factory season? I don't have a favorite Hero Factory season. Gotta say, not much of a Hero Factory aficionado myself. All right, here we go. All right. Yes. All right. What the heck is this gonna be for? It looks like this system is gonna also, I've got a spring system. This is a joint that kind of jumps back and forth, and there's a spring here. So what are we building, guys? I am legitimately confused as to how this is all supposed to work. It looks complex and fun, but I just really hope, I'm just really afraid that, I'm afraid that this is going to be a big pain in order to put all back together. Like, it'll be an awesome destruction function, but it's going to be like a super big pain to put all back in place. Nice lime green there. Kind of a random part to put in. And yeah. Let's build a little foundation around this whole system. There we go. Now we're starting to really put this thing together. And I think we're going to start to make a sort of normalized build on top of this. All right. What is all of this for? Hello, everybody. I do not have any Hero Factory now. Sorry. Groom pickups. What? I don't know how to stop motion or live stream. How to do stop motion or live stream. There's a lot of YouTube tutorials out there, gotta say. What the heck? So, oh, whoa. What is this? That is, okay. I had this function totally wrong. It's so cool though. Okay. So, you push down on this lever here, and there on the back there's a string that is wrapped around the circular piece. And the string runs underneath the entire foundation of the building, really taut, really tight. And here is a spring. Now, when you push up, see that? Do it again. So you pull and the string becomes tight, and then the spring pops. And it pushes up this wall, this little lever. I thought we were going to pull out an entire wall. And looking at that, I was like, that's going to be a really big pain to clean up. But really, we've attached a trigger system on one end of a build, just pressing this down, and it pushes this wall forward, and it snaps, and it really snaps. There's a lot of force behind that. So it's like you're really setting up like a nice snap of a trigger. So, had no idea that's what I was building, and it works really well. So. That's a really pleasant surprise. I didn't think that's how the system was going to work, but it looks like that's the case. Now we're just adding some real foundation. Now I think we're just starting to build on what the heck this structure is supposed to look like on the outside. A little bit more foundation building. Wants me to set this thing back up. So yeah, we're doing a bunch of foundation stuff now just to kind of make everything look pretty again. Yep, nice. I like the look of this wall too. I think it looks good. And we're gonna cover this whole thing up now. This beautiful little covered string spring trigger. It's all covered up. It's all gone now. Now, I think throughout the rest of this build, and a perfect way to cover this. You can't see in the instruction manual, but we just got the perfect possible way that we could cover this wonderful, clever build. So I'll turn this back towards you guys so you can see what it is, what we could possibly be putting in its wake. So clever, yet this is how they repay the builder. You put a toilet over it. Alright. There, and let's move on. Nothing to see here. Oh, a toilet and a rat. My mistake, I spoke too soon. Alright, and then we put this over, and now the toilet is complete. Ooh, this is great. Not only is it a toilet and a rat, but we also, next to the toilet, have a I don't know. That's like a pipe or something, a busted pipe. Broken water main and water shooting out the side. So that's quite a... Wait a second. If I hit this trigger, oh no, it doesn't do anything yet. It just moves these Technic pieces on the top. Okay. It doesn't have an activation point yet. Boom! Last bag, everybody. Last bag. Final call. Last bag. Number 6. Lots of red. So this is going to be all detailing and fun stuff now. Groom plus Batgirl equals Bat Groot. Oh, I think you meant to write Groot the first time. Last bag, everybody. Are you ready? Are you here? Are you jumping on board? Okay. So this is the determinating. That's such a cool spring trigger. I want to like copy this into something. Like I want to make like a. Because this is a good way to like set up like a. I don't know. There's like a. I've never made like a trigger system in Lego before, but now I want to. All right. Oh, I just thought of something so cool. Okay. Sorry, this build is inspiring me to think of something different about a current mock build that I have that I was thinking about altering, and I had the entirely wrong idea on how I wanted to do it this whole time. Okay. Thank you, whoever designed this set. This gave me a really good idea about something completely unrelated to this. Okay. Let's see what we got. Right. I don't want to ×2 this, do I? No, okay. This is just a single version of the build. Okay. Just double, triple checking. All right. Hello, everyone. You are Batan. Do you mean Batman? What is it? I forgot Man-Bat. Ooh, Man-Bat's probably one of the funnier characters, one of the villains. It's just like, hey, there's Batman, let's make a villain called Man-Bat. And he's like a man, but he's like a bat, like the human, like the fly. You get it? Because it's a play on words. It's Man-Bat versus Batman. Like, I just want to know, like, what they were, like, what were they all just laughing in the writer's studio when they thought of Man-Bat? All right, boom. Who is better, Batman or Superman? Batman is a million times better than Superman forever. Sorry, that was a totally biased answer, but... Ooh, see this? I'm putting the wall here, but it's actually not attached to anything. It's just on a track. So this is definitely going to be a wall that just busts out the side. Nice. Oh, I'm not actually done with it. Okay. Let's do just a little bit more. Ooh, wait. Oh. Ah, I was supposed to face it on the inside. Oh, nice. And this kind of has, this is a little tracker so it stays right. The green matches up with the green. So clever. Okay. I'm liking the destruction functions. So far. So far, so good, everybody. All right. Let's get this thing built out. Find the parts I'm looking for, that is. I'm looking for, oh, there it is. It was where I was looking. like this the extended 2x3 sort of with the fin on the top. One of my favorite parts. I don't know if I've ever seen it in brown either. Interesting. So trash can. Ooh. Almost broke that part up. Alright. You guys have a lot of spelling errors. I'm not gonna call anybody out specifically. Maybe it's autocorrect. There's a lot of spelling errors in this stream. I mean, granted, if you guys are on the phone and autocorrect, I get autocorrected all the time. But sometimes I look at it, I'm just like, that's not autocorrect. That's gotta be. You guys just need to. What are you guys, cyborg? Cyborg? I should do a cyborg episode. All right. Hey, thank you for the compliment, Phantom Rex. Always happy to inspire other people. Always happy. Ooh, here we go. We're about to add the next bit here. Oh, this is such a nice system. Is they color code it for you. So the other one had green and green, and this one has yellow and yellow, so you know exactly where to put it. So simple. And then you can do this. And then you don't have to even think about it because you just see the colors and your mind is just like, okay, let me just put the colors back. So easy. And then we're going to add other destructible things on top of it. So good. All right. This is turning out. Oop. Okay, this is annoying. Let me go to the end of this because it doesn't say ×2, but it shows a picture of 2. Okay, now it does say ×2. Why do the manuals do that? Sometimes it'll just show you a picture of 2 builds that are exactly the same, but it won't say ×2. And other times it'll just show a picture of 1 build and then say ×2. So if you're going fast and you don't see it properly, then you'll mess the whole thing up. It's really annoying. Because it is faster when you build 2 things that are exactly the same at the same time. It does always go faster. It's just a rule of the road. Alrighty. Bam. Got 2 of these done. Nice little window pieces. Okay, I thought they were done. Just kidding. I was like, yeah, I'm done. Nope. Gotta add a few more pieces to it. Alright. This in, that in. There we go. And getting just the last ones. Alright, we got a jumper. And another jumper and 2 great pieces. And we just finished these 2 walls. There we go. Sour cream. It's a bag. Okay. You guys love quoting superhero quotes. It's like your favorite thing. You can see it on the stream. Look at this. Nice. Oops. Yep, not attaching to its butt either. Just stay there. Okay. So now the walls, they're still pretty loose. There's no guiding force to keep all these pieces together. But I think if I hit the trigger, they might all break apart because they're only attached to one stud each. Oh, they break when they hit the ground. All right, hit something. Something. We're getting there. Okay, and okay, so they're back up. Super easy. I do like the easiness. The easiness, that's a word, maybe. Okay, we're adding another. Sorry, I'm moving all that out of the way. We're adding some more walls and stuff. Shouldn't be too much longer, guys. I'm about halfway through the last bag. Oh, I see. So this is a house that's definitely been specifically marked for destruction because I don't know how many people you know that have a house with a door with a sign like this that will stick on. I doubt any of you guys have friends with a house that says stop. Okay, let's get the door. And there it goes. All right, so this is the house that's definitely been specifically marked for absolute demolition. That's good. At least they're not demolishing a house that people are supposed to be inside of. All right, we're almost there, everybody. And I have a feeling I'm gonna like the destruction function. The way it was set up initially, I think was really clever. And I'm gonna say this is probably one of the better Lego City sets that came out in the previous line. Boom. Oh, okay. Well, one thing, I do hope there's something that goes on the roof so this thing doesn't just. I mean, because you can't even move this around without these walls falling over. So that is kind of annoying a little bit. And also, is there a space here? I guess there is a space here. Really? No. It looks like there's supposed to be no space. There is. Hold on, let me just double check. Triple check. Yep, no, there's space. Okay. It's just the way this thing is angled in the instruction manual. It looks like there isn't one. Okay. Let me show you the next bit. Let's get this up. Just 2 more walls, I think. I think 2 more walls and this thing is done. We can do the final review. I'll show you a close-up of all the vehicles, all the minifigs. I'll give you my final thoughts on the build of the demolition site. Okay. And there we go. One more. Okay. See? Okay, that is one thing I'm not a huge fan of. Is once you have your demolition site set up, it's kind of like you can't touch it ever again. Like it's off limits until you break it down again. I kind of would prefer this thing to have just a little bit of extra stability. Well, maybe I'm building it now. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to build now. Let's find out. Oh, Oh, see, I just bumped it. And the thing just wanted to go over. Ugh. Okay. I'm going to try to not touch this thing as best I can. Just come apart so it's going to... I guess that's the line you have to figure out between ease of destruction and having it at least be solid enough so it can stand around. Probably not a very easy way to build. S. There we go. So we're building up a nice middle corner piece. And I think that's it. I think that's actually, once this corner piece is done, that's going to be it, guys. And I will do the entire review. Hopefully it's hopefully it works well. I think if this goes where I think it'll go, it might add just a little bit of extra stability to everything. And I won't be so annoyed by how easy this thing is to just knock over. Almost lost that piece. And nice. That's it. Oh wait, this corner piece isn't going where I wanted it. Alright. Alright. Okay. Interesting. It wants you to just have a chain hanging out from the front of the windows here. Because I guess it's an abandoned building and abandoned buildings have chains or something? I don't know. Yeah. Why does this not want to stick together? What the heck? There, okay. Sorry about that. Now, yeah, so it wants the chain to go here, and then this whole piece just stick on by one stud right there. That's all it needs. And that is it, I believe. Now, obviously I missed something, obviously, but where did that piece go? Got these two really long pieces here, which of course have to go somewhere. Let me just check it out really quickly. What the heck? Oh, those pieces fell over again. Oh wait. That goes there. Just as long as this one. There's none on there. None here. None here. Where did those long pieces go? Did I not get to the last step? Did I not do it? Guys, where did that last piece go? No, that's there. Where'd it go? You just look at the picture. Let me look at the box. Make sure to get every piece of this. This looks like a proper place for it, but then I've got another one. So I'm still confused. Still confuzzled. Why? Huh? Alright. Now, interestingly enough, does not say. Let me go back through here. Is there any more? Sorry guys, gotta make sure that you get all the right pieces in all the right places. You understand. Usually, especially with a part that's this big, it's pretty easy to figure out where you want to go, where you want you to put it. but this time around, it's not. Oh, I found it. Found it. Haha. This is where they go. One, and then the other one. Haha. Okay, we're done. Let me see if I can put this thing back together as quickly as possible. All right. So this door piece goes here. This piece goes on top of there. Yellow matches up with yellow. Green matches up with green. And the walls both go on top. Either one is exactly the same. Okay. So it's super easy to put together. Do love that fact. Do love it, love it, love it. And one more thing. Just looking for one more thing in the thing. On the thing, for the thing, by the thing. Yeah, it's pretty good. Just gonna post up right there. Okay, that's actually that. All right, so let's get. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Now, I've got a pretty high angle on this, so I'm gonna zoom it out because there's a ton of stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go through each vehicle individually, and let's start it off with what we've got originally. So you can destroy this building two different ways. Let me lower the wrecking ball a little bit. Okay, there we go. And then so let's see if I can get it in one good stroke. Oh no, it's hitting itself. There we go. Ready? Ready? Oh, what? Oh, there we go. With a direct hit, you could really. Oh man! Come on, wall. Ah, dang it. Really got it. Oh wow! It didn't go down that first time. Ah, there we go. So this isn't actually as easy as I thought it was gonna be. But then again, I knocked it down on accident just by touching it. Classic. Okay. Let's get it back up. I think for the most part the destruction features work really well. I like that they give you a choice. I really thought this was just going to be a wrecking ball set, but this demolition button piece is probably one of the coolest destruction functions in a set that I've seen. It's so clever how it works. First of all, awesome that you just hit a button here, a lever, and you blow something up on the other side. It's not even the thing that's right next to it. It's got that trigger system with the string. Very, very clever. Really like how they worked out that little thing. Oh wait, yeah, I need to reset the trigger again. These little Technic parts in the back. So that's really nice. That's probably the biggest and best surprise of the whole set is the trigger function. This thing, I wish it had just a little bit more power. Maybe if I hit it really hard, it'll go faster. I doubt it though. Not really. But these pieces kind of break when they hit the ground, which is nice. So it creates a bit of extra destruction, and I like that they break away from each other. There aren't like a bunch of pieces, but they're all going in the same direction. You've got walls that are breaking away from each other this way and that way. So that's kind of nice because sometimes destruction functions will all just throw. You know, you'll break three pieces, but they're all fly the same direction. I think that doesn't look usually as good. So that's a nice function. And then this piece in the middle has to be broken down with this. Ooh. Let's see. It actually has a little bit. It's not bad. It gives you a little bit of resistance, which is kind of nice. And if I let me lower this thing down. Because I want to hit it at the base too. Because with the door, it's too down. You kind of have to find just the right spot. But if you hit it at the door, there we go, and there. See, that's good. I like it. I like that you kind of really have to like hit it once, twice, 3 times. It's down. You know, one big hit, I'm sure will take it down. In fact, let me try it. Let me hit it one big hit. See if I can do it one big hit. Oh. Well, that one, the first one went down one big hit, and then, missed it. There we go. And then what you don't even realize is this corner piece can come off too. But it's kind of reinforced, which is interesting, because really it's only attached at this one piece here, but this part and this part, these two little pieces coming up here, make it so knocking it away this direction, like I'm hitting it really hard. I don't know if the wrecking ball could actually take it out. Not from that angle, though. If you hit it from the back side with the wrecking ball, I think you can have a little bit more luck. Yeah. So that's kind of nice. The one thing I don't like, see what I just did there? That's the one thing I don't like is, so you've got the whole thing set up and you've got like really little kids and everybody's like, ooh, I want to play with it, I want to play with it, let me just pull it over here, and then you knock it over and you're like, oh, like these walls are way too delicate. I feel like you could actually replace these with just the tiniest. I feel like this could work actually. If you replaced these tiles with just a single stud in the middle, very much like how you have a single stud at the top of here. You've got two studs here, maybe just one stud on either side here, giving it just that much extra tension so it's not so loose. That might do the trick and keep this thing just a little bit more stable. But other than that, I mean, that is my one true gripe with this because, you know, kids aren't as delicate as older builders. So you're going to have a lot of just false demolitions before you actually get it around because you're moving stuff. And this is just going to fall over and over again. But generally speaking, very happy. I like that we've got 3 different colors here. You know, it's like you've got this old wood brown. You've got this kind of brick, you know, inlaid like it's kind of all messed up though. So you've got wood and you've got brick, and then you've got this sort of tan, maybe concrete or something. Everything looks disheveled. And by the way, this is what it looks like from the back. Not as interesting. The erupting toilet with the rat, good touch. And then you've got these sort of half broken away floors. Nothing's on the inside. And this is, by the way, the trigger system that you can see a little bit easier. It's all covered up under here. I'm not going to take that floor off. I kind of showed it when I was building it, so I'm not going to take that off again. But good trigger system, really clever. Has already figured out like what, like I think I had sort of a slap on the forehead moment, like, oh, I was trying to set up a trigger system with another build, and why didn't I ever think of just using a string? Good idea, really good idea, guys. Like this a lot. I think it turned out a little bit better than my original expectations. Boom, this here, nice build for the wrecking ball crane. The crane wrecking ball piece itself is really fun. It's a rubber casing on the outside, so it's soft, but it's got some weight to it. I don't know what other sets you can actually get this for. I really don't know, but I haven't seen it before, and I think it works really well. The shape of the crane itself, nice. I like the shape of the crane. My one gripe with this is there isn't a lot of this crane head piece. It's stuck. It is standard. You can play with like this a little bit. If you really want to, and the head can kind of do a little bit of this and that, but not really. It's not really meant to be doing that kind of stuff. And it does look a little bit awkward when you have it in those slightly different positions. The cockpit here works pretty well. You can actually, if you want to, just take it out. And that might be easier just for handling, and you want to put a minifig in there. Might be a little bit easier. Let's get it. Actually, you know what? I won't put the minifigs in yet, just because I want to talk about their features before I put them all into cockpits and stuff. But generally speaking, pretty darn good. This thing rolls around very easily. It's actually running on these tight little rubber tire pieces, so the treads aren't tracking, and that gets rid of these sort of like this thing. If you've got a tank or a treaded vehicle and the treads aren't moving around because there isn't enough friction, they get rid of that problem by putting them on wheels and having the wheels connected to the treads with gears. Generally, I kind of like it when the treads roll around on the table, but this gives a pretty good illusion. It's a pretty good illusion, and I think kids like it more. If you look really closely, you can actually see that the treads are moving a little bit extra in the direction of whatever it is, and they're not actually treading on the ground. But generally speaking, I think that just makes for a little bit more fun of a play feature. Boom, moving on. Okay, another vehicle. Tractor, classic tractor. Everything's in the nice yellow. I like that we didn't get like a red vehicle or an orange vehicle or something. You know, people really know, they understand the construction vehicles in the yellow. I think it looks good. Great detailing. Sorry, let me turn this light down a little bit. The yellow likes to pop, especially with this camera here. So, love the big wheel well pieces, this nice arch piece that's used. Almost never used as a wheel well piece, and it looks really, really good here. The front, with the actual function of this, the scooper, really awesome. It's got 3 points of articulation. So there's the ratcheted joint here in the front, and then just beyond that is a tension sort of, you know, it's just a Technic tension piece, and then the same up here. So that's 3 different points of articulation. You probably only needed 2, but that third extra one can really allow you to, you can just scrape right along the top. You can make a wall and push stuff. You can flip the whole thing back. I don't know. Like you can play around with it. Yeah, like look at this. You can just kind of like arch this around. I don't know how useful that is, but what it does do is it just really allows you to kind of put this in any position that you like, and it's very easy to do that. So very easy, fun play function, I think, and looks like a good tractor. Third vehicle, boom. This guy, the smallest of the vehicles, and it's just a dump truck. It looks, it's designed to look like one of those really big dump trucks, I think. You know, those massive ones, but it's not. It's a smaller one, and it comes with a lot of spare, just kind of old brick pieces, mid-demolition, scooping up all the old debris and stuff. Just a bunch of 1x2s that are red, and then the 1x2s with the brick pattern on the side. Boom, donezo. Also a nice, clever function for the wheel wells. We have these pieces that are usually, you know, they're the clip-on spoilers. A lot of the time, that's what people use them for. They're just the singular clips. But when you put them on the edge, they actually look like great little wheel covers. So that was fun. It's good build. Let's get to the minifigs. So I'm zooming in. Let's get to each of the guys. They all came with certain vehicles, so I think at a certain point they could be assigned. I think that, like in the set, this guy was the operator for the crane. Doesn't have to be, doesn't matter. Let's get nice and close with that. So he's blue. He's got a nice sort of set of tools in the front and shoulder straps. So this guy's, you know, the back brace and everything. So it's a hard-working guy. Looks like he's out in the field a lot. He's sweating. No alternate expression. Standard construction cap. Just a hard hat, and looks good. Here's probably one of the more unique figs. I think she's only been around maybe this year, maybe last year. So she's got the hard hat with the ponytail. So like the female construction worker. She's got looks like a hoodie underneath, and and just like a reflective vest and stuff. And you can see that they didn't intentionally put in those like female negative space for like the hips or anything. She's wearing the baggy clothes just like anybody else out there. And you can also just switch around this face and head and put her onto any of the other bodies, and it wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter. But pretty good. So this, you know, people are gonna like that unique piece. This guy, I think this is a unique print for him. Nearly positive of that. So he's got the plaid shirt. This really would have gone all the way if he had plaid printing on the arms, but you know, City said I don't think they're going to be doing that. It was really good though. He's got the plaid shirt and the sort of couple of buttons undone, so he's kind of got his chest showing. Goatee, bushy eyebrows, safety glasses. Really, really unique print. That's such a unique print. I feel like it's like Adam Savage in his workshop or something. I don't know what to do, but it's a good one. And I think this is the only time we get this print in this set. Pretty positive of that. Here's a guy. I liked him with he's holding the jackhammer. Not such a common piece. I do like getting jackhammers in sets. Let me pull it out so you can actually see what this guy looks like. Look at that with that. It's like it's not the regular. No, it is brown. Yeah, I guess it is brown. I thought it was nougat. It's not really nougat. It's like just the reddish brown. But this might also be a unique print as well. You know, we've got the reflective vest, which is, I think, a reused part, but not with the brown shirt underneath. And then, of course, they decided to add the brown shirt for, you know, it looks like he's just wearing the vest. Here's what he looks like from the back. He's got some pliers sticking out of there. I think this is unique just for this guy as well. So we're looking at a unique print for this guy, a unique print for this guy. I don't know if the blue is unique. I don't know. And very uncommon, but I think still pretty new and sought after piece for the lady. This guy, no, not unique. Not anything we haven't seen before. Let me see. There you go. Maybe that V-neck collar is different. I don't think it is, though. We've definitely got, the overalls. Minifig with overalls is like forever ago. But the same thing with this print. The print for the face, we've got him in a lot of firefighter sets last year. He's got the little scrape on his face, and he's kind of got the rough, determined scruff and everything. Decent enough, though. And so that makes, for 5 figs, pretty good. 5 figs is pretty good, sorry. 5 figs. Let me move this guy over so you can see him. And let's just get some accessories out of the way. Boop. Okay, so there's 5 figs. Get a wheelbarrow. We got a sign with a sticker that says destruction, explosion, and dynamite. A couple of sticks of dynamite. I already showed you the jackhammer. Put that in there. You got a shovel. Put that in there. You got a pickaxe. Put that in there. And a handsaw. All right. Actually, that is everything. So, pickaxe, handsaw, shovel, jackhammer, dynamite. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's already. You could put one of these accessories in each of the minifigs' hands, and they'd all be holding something different, which is great. It's exactly what you need. So let me zoom everything out, because I think I just went through the entire set. I would say very successful. I think this is a great set. See if I can't get all this stuff or most of this stuff into this shot. Okay, so we've got our destruction. I'll just put the figs all just kind of in a pile, the fig pile. So we've got our destruction zone here. Pretty decent. I'm for the most part, I'm actually really happy with the way that whole thing turned out. See if I can't get this. I'm just gonna roll over them a little bit. There is these two are the main parts of the build. This is a really cool thing. This is a lot of this stuff is gonna get adapted and put into our construction site in the city. So that's gonna be great. And let's get the tractor in here. Oh, see, I just broke it down again. What is this thing? It's $90 right now. Oh, I'm gonna knock that over. It's $90 right now. Just the other day, we bought this for like $70 from the store on sale. So I don't know if that sale is happening in other places. I don't know. But I would say this is a pretty darn good build for its whole thing. You get 3 decent vehicles, especially like the tractor and this, or the tractor. This is the tractor. I really like this one. This looks great. The big engine in the back and everything. Lots of nice details. The crane works really well. Excellent PTO. There's a nice bit of weight. Destruction function is awesome. It's so cool, especially with the string trigger. So cool. Hit the button here. Walls fall apart there. Pretty sweet. I'd say this is one of the better sets that we've gotten from Lego City in a while. So anyways, okay. That is it for this live stream. We've gone on just about 2.5 hours. It's a little bit long, sorry. But I was having fun building this, going nice and slow, just kind of admiring some of the nice build techniques, especially like that string trigger for the demolition site. All right, so that's it. That's it for this episode. I don't know if we've got a stream planned for tomorrow. We might, but I don't know. It's possible. But we definitely have a big stream planned for later in the week. So that's going to be a really big set. Probably Mike and I are both going to be building that for when we decide to build the big mystery set. It's a little bit of a throwback. No, it's not a throwback. No, it's not. It's not this year. It's not last year. But I wouldn't call it a throwback necessarily. Anyways, so thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys enjoy checking out what we do here. And we love building, and we're going to keep building. We're going to keep live streaming it. And if you guys want to keep watching it, that is awesome. We love it. So, all right. I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks again for watching, and Let me find the outro. Okay. And we'll see you next time at Brickvault.